These Reese's frozen yogurt pops have been everywhere lately. I knew I had to try them, but I wanted to make a dairy-free and vegan version. We're gonna see if it lives up to the hype. I hope it tastes like a Reese's and not just frozen yogurt on a stick covered in chocolate. Let's make them and find out. Of course, we need peanut butter. Use a peanut butter you like since it's one of the main ingredients. I'm using this Costco brand. It's just peanuts and some sea salt. It's super creamy and delicious. 3 tablespoons, about 48 grams. You could use more peanut butter, you could use less. It's up to you, but I definitely want to have more of a peanut butter flavor here, so I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons and see how it goes. I might add 1 more tablespoon. Next, we need a cup, 225 grams Greek style yogurt. I'm using Kite Hill yogurt. If you can't find a Greek style yogurt, get a regular vegan yogurt and strain it through a cheesecloth for a little bit. Water will release and it will thicken right up for you and be a perfect Greek style yogurt. You could also make yogurt at home. I have a video on how to make a 2-ingredient vegan Greek style yogurt. I'll link to that in the description. In a bowl, combine the yogurt and peanut butter. And of course, we have a sweetener. You could use date syrup or any other sweetener you like. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. You can start with less and add more into the level of sweetness you like. So depending on your preferences. Some people actually omit the sweetener, and I just think that's a little sus for a dessert. Now just stir to combine everything together. That's looking good. Give it a taste. Make sure it's the level of sweetness and peanut butteriness you like. Actually gonna add another tablespoon of maple syrup. 1 more tablespoon there. That comes out to 3 tablespoons so far of maple syrup. And let's do another tablespoon of peanut butter. And now we're going to give it a good mix to combine everything. I definitely want to test out using peanut butter powder instead of all peanut butter for lighter versions. So maybe half and half. And also maybe one where I replace some of that with a plant-based protein powder and see how that comes out. That would add some sweetness as well because a lot of protein powders do have sweetness in them. Now on a baking sheet, lay down some parchment paper. Well, I guess that's the end of that roll. I'll have to add parchment paper to my shopping list. Now we've got our mixture. And I am just gonna dollop it. Seems like a good job for an ice cream scooper. This is a 2-inch ice cream scooper. I used a little bit more than a scoop for these, so they came out pretty big. You could definitely use just 1 scoop or a smaller ice cream scoop if you want smaller popsicles. Make sure you get it all. That's what my mom always used to say. Make sure you get it all in there. Now grab some popsicle sticks and place them on top. Cover with some of the yogurt mixture so they hold up once set. If you want to be fancy, you can add some toppings. I crushed up some peanuts and am adding them on top. And then I got this harebrained idea. Pat those down in there. It's looking pretty good. To add some peanut butter on top. And I decided to make a piping bag out of parchment paper because I did not have a Ziploc bag or regular piping bag because this could go very wrong. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of peanut butter in here. Okay, and then I'm going to close that up. Like I said, this was not really a great, perfectly planned. Maybe I hold it over like that. And then do something like that. And then I cut here, the corner off. And then I have what would be, one might think, thing. Oh my God, that worked. I honestly can't believe that worked. I guess I should do one more like that if I can. That's, I guess, how you can make a makeshift piping bag. Go ahead and put these in the freezer for 4, 5, 6 hours. Maybe overnight is best. And now our popsicles are frozen. They look really cute. I'm going to set these back in the freezer. Let's go ahead and melt some chocolate. I have about 4 of these chocolate bars. These are 72% cacao. Let's do a few of these. Melt the chocolate however you want. I'm going to do it in the microwave at 20 to 30-second intervals. I may end up regretting using such a small bowl to melt all this chocolate. It's nice and melty. And now I'm just going to do the tiniest little bit of oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. You could use any other neutral flavor vegetable oil. Coconut oil, a lot of people use, but you don't always have to use coconut oil. So I'm just going to do 1/2 teaspoon. And what this does is it lowers the melting point so that it's like a magic shell. I don't usually cook with oil or use oil, but in this case I do like to use a little bit because it makes a big difference and you get a magic shell. The chocolate melts in your mouth. So let's go ahead and get them coated in some chocolate. We'll maybe do a few different ways. I have a couple of things to sprinkle on top, some crushed peanuts, and then I have some large flaky sea salt. What's the easiest way to do this? Fudge-a-doodle-doo. Okay, let's do I don't know, maybe it is easier to dunk this into a thing. I don't know. Okay, let's move this over here. All right, I'm gonna set up a little assembly line here. One by one, peel them off the parchment paper. They come off really easily. I love the different varieties that I did here. They're so fun. If I had like double the amount of chocolate, I could dunk them all in, but instead I'm going to just cover one side. If you want to fully coat your popsicles, double the amount of chocolate, or you could thin the chocolate out. To do that, instead of using the 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil or vegetable oil like I did here, use a tablespoon of coconut oil. You have a thinner coating and the chocolate will go farther. It will melt in your mouth more easily. The chocolate will still harden like a true magic shell. You could even just drizzle it if you wanted to. You don't have to fully coat it. If you wanted to, you could do that. You can do whatever you want. They're your popsicles. Shake off a little bit like Taylor Swift. Just a little shaking it off. I don't know. Maybe I like it better all done. Yeah. It's whatever you like. Now I've made a really thick one. And on this one, some crushed peanuts. Move quickly before the chocolate sets if you want to add toppings. Okay, let's try it. I do get some of the yogurt flavor coming through, but I'm getting the peanut butter also. And if you wanted to use more peanut butter, I could see how that would really bring out the peanut butteriness and the Reese's even more. You can do that too. I hope you'll give these a try and enjoy them. It's really good.